Hey everyone, I'm Isaac Handegard, Realtor with Remax Legacy Realty and New Home Specialist with Designer and Lux Custom Homes. I'm here at FM Integrative Health with Anna, and I'm super excited for this Floor Plan Friday. Usually I show you places to eat, but today we are at this place for a float tank, and basically what it is it's a big box of salt water that you float in. Anna, can you kind of explain more in depth of what it is?
So the float tank is 800 pounds of salt and 200 pounds of water. So it's super, super concentrated. And what's going to happen when you go in there is you're literally going to float right on the top of the water. It's meant to be a sensory deprivation tank. So it can be pitch black in there if you want. When you saw it, there was a blue light on, but there's the option to turn it off, so it's totally dark.
Okay.
For the most part, it's soundproof. There is an option to play some music if you wanted to while you're in there. And then it's also a sense deprivation in the way of touch. So the water is 95 degrees and the air is 95 degrees. So once you let your body totally relax, you won't be able to tell which part's in the water and which part's in the air. So you're pretty much going to feel like you're just floating.
Wow, I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
So I've seen like some scientific studies of how this kind of helps with anxiety and depression and some other things like stress. What types of people, is there anyone in specifically that benefits from this the most, or is this kind of something for everyone?
I'd say it's something for everyone. Whether it's pretty much in there to turn everything off, and we don't really allow ourselves to do that ever with the lifestyles that we lead. We're just always on the go. There's always stimulation.
Mm-hmm.
So in there, it's like everything's shut off for 60 minutes, and they say that 60 minutes of floating is equal to about 4 hours of sleep. So I would say really it's meant for anybody. There's a lot of magnesium in there from the Epsom salt, and that's really good for muscle repair and muscle relaxation. And magnesium also helps you sleep well at night.
Cool.
So in addition to just turning off your mind, your body's getting some time to repair itself as well.
That's awesome. I can't wait to sleep good tonight.
Yeah.
So what's the process from beginning to end? On the whole, it's an hour in the tank, but I understand that there's some steps that you have to take before and after.
Yep.
Walk me through it a little bit.
So it's pretty easy. You're in the private room like you saw. It's equipped with a shower. So beforehand, we ask everybody to take a shower. The products that we have in there are really clean, just to get all the oils off your body, whether it's hair product, makeup, just natural body oils. So there's nothing like that in the tank. So you'll just take a quick shower, and then you'll get into the float tank and then allow yourself to relax. We have earplugs and a neck pillow if you want that as well. And then you're in there for 60 minutes, and then when the timer goes off, the filter will kick on, and it'll sound, a little bit like a fan. It's a really gentle way to kind of bring you back to life. And then when you're done, you'll just take another shower to get all the salt off, and then go on with the rest of your day.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for this. I've been looking forward to it since we set this up last week. Thanks for letting me do this. Mm-hmm. And after I float in here, I'm going to kind of give you my thoughts. Not sure if I'll be capable of doing that right afterwards, but I look forward to hopefully giving everyone a full, in-depth look at this, and hopefully some of you guys try it. Cool?
Yeah.
So yesterday I spent an hour in the float tank at FM Integrative Health, and I had every intention to give a full review immediately afterwards, but I didn't. Yesterday at 3:30, I got out of the tank and I didn't know what to say about it. I was so relaxed that I wanted to see how the rest of my afternoon would go. And I'm telling you right now, I was relaxed all the way until I went to sleep last night, and I slept like a baby. Like Anna said, you sleep better after a session, and to be honest, I think it really relaxed me mentally and physically for the entire afternoon, and it felt amazing. The tank is about 8 feet long. I would say it might be a little bit shorter than that, probably about 4 feet wide. So it seemed like a really tight space, and when I went in there, I had the option to keep a light on and play music. I did neither of them. I kept it completely quiet, and I turned the light off inside, so it was completely dark. If my eyes were open, it was the exact same thing as keeping my eyes shut. So for the most part, I had my eyes shut. It took a 3-step process inside there for me to relax, and the first step was kind of the one that I didn't realize I was going to have to take, and that was getting situated in the tank. When you get in, you kind of get the water moving, and when you lay down, you're floating. You end up kind of drifting off, and you bump into the side, and then you kind of push off, and you'll bump into the other side. So I had to put my hands on the side, my feet on the side, and really get myself centered, and then I slowly brought everything in, and I didn't hit the side at all after the first 5 minutes. It was amazing. And then the second step I did was it really helped me relax physically. I started at my neck, I went individual muscle groups and relaxed each muscle group as much as I could until I was completely done, all the way down to my toes. And then step number 3, I focused on really mentally relaxing too. I tried to focus on my breathing. If any of you have ever meditated before, you know that thoughts kind of race into your mind, and you kind of have to acknowledge it and move forward and keep focusing on your breathing. And after that entire process, I was so relaxed that I kind of noticed that I really didn't know where I was in the tank. It seems like such a tight space when you're outside, but when the lights are off and there's no music going on, you kind of lose a sense of how small it is, and you're just in there. I had no claustrophobic feelings. I generally don't anyways, so I don't know if a lot of people are going to feel claustrophobic in this thing or not. The biggest reminder that Anna told me was, if you do start feeling claustrophobic, you can always turn the light back on and kind of give yourself some space, or you can just get out. You don't have to stay in there. It's not like you have to be in there for an hour. With that being said, when she told me that, I did feel a lot more relaxed getting into the thing and really dedicating myself to that hour. Otherwise, when I got out, I showered immediately because you're kind of covered in this salty solution. But like Anna said, when you're inside, you don't know what's in the water and what's out of the water, because they're both, the air and the water are the same temperature. So you really feel like you're floating. When I got out, I realized how relaxed I actually was, and it carried over all the way through the night. Granted, I didn't just go home and lay on the couch that relaxed. I still got things done. I had to pick up my daughter from daycare, everything like that. So I was still functioning in a relaxed state, and it felt amazing. That's kind of my review, and would I do it again? In a heartbeat. I would do it again today if I had time. I recommend it for anyone. If you have a stressful life, if you have a stressful schedule, you suffer from anxiety, depression, anything like that, you have trouble sleeping at night, I really recommend this thing. Give it a try. I'm a big advocate for trying things at least once. I will be doing this again 100%. I really recommend you try it if you've thought about it. If this is a completely new thing to you, do a little research on it. If it's something you think you could benefit from, give them a call at FM Integrative Health and set up an appointment. Try this thing out. With that being said, Far More of Fargo Moorhead is going to go through a little bit more changes. It's my video series on Facebook, and I want to show more than just restaurants. Like I said at the beginning of every one of my videos, I want to show things to do, places to see, and places to eat. And I want to get more into the things to do and places to see. So the videos are going to change a little bit. I hope you like it. Follow me on Facebook at Isaac Handegard at Remax Legacy Realty, and get to know the community through my eyes and learn a little bit more so you can take advantage of the amenities that our community has. After all, you live here, so you might as well make it feel as much as home as possible. You can also follow me on Instagram and Snapchat by searching at FM Miracle Homes. Thank you, and have a great day.